Welcome to Compliance Weekly, 30th April 2024. Let's start with walkthrough of the milestone board. The last one discussed was bug link projects and framework report missing URL. The next one is backport request fix database errors while updating from 16.x to 16.10.
Yep, so this one was interesting. So there was an issue when we added a finalized background migration. We finalized a batch background migration in 16.10, but it also had another migration in 16.10, which actually removed that column. So there were some issues when people was migrating from any version prior to 16.10 to 16.10. So we had to backport this fix. So this issue was more about like asking the release managers to backport this for us. So it's now backported, and we have informed the support team as well.
Rails migration GitLab Rails action run false from. I think it might be.
Yeah, this is the issue for which we had to create a backport. So we created a forward fix, but then we also had to add a patch to the existing 16.10 version. So I guess it was released in 16.10.5, I believe. I added a comment at the end of this issue. Probably in, I think, yeah, 16.10.4. So yeah.
Move repository download started, audit event to stream not.
This was a breaking change where we, so a lot of audit events were created whenever someone downloaded the project. So these were not so useful. So what we did now is we capture these events but only for private and internal projects. For public projects, we don't capture this, and it's just a streaming only event.
Basic information open by default was assigned to Ilya.
Yeah, I helped to verify this one. So whenever you edit or create a compliance framework, now goes to a separate page, and we have the sections for the basic information and the policies now in there, and the basic information was collapsed to begin with. So now we've got that as open by default.
Way better that way.
Standards adherence DB proposal. Neat.
Do you want to talk this one through, Huzafa?
Yeah, sure, I can. So this is more about like proposing the database that we wanted to have for the new standards adherence report that we want to build. So we had some discussions with, like, we proposed some options, and we had discussions with the database team. And yeah, we have closed out the plan. So right now there's no concern on going through either the JSON route or creating new tables for requirements and checks. So yeah.
UX visual improvement popover for editing. So, neat.
Yes, I'm just trying to remember this one. Oh yeah, so we had the compliance framework edit button. Some didn't have the edit button, some had descriptions, and basically there was a use of different labels throughout the product. So what we did was standardize it to the one compliance framework label component, and then import that everywhere and use it throughout the place. So it's all standardized with the same description, name, and editing ability from there.
Compliance group documentation updates. Assigned to 20 March. Then it was some documentation updates.
I think it's just removed comments related to very old versions.
Edit compliance framework button is not working. Sam.
Yes, this was something I worked on last week. Bug report coming in that it doesn't work anymore. It turned out it looked like we didn't actually implement that when we changed it to the side popover. Yeah, so we implemented the edit framework button now correctly there.
Remove required pipeline configurations. J.
Yes, I can talk to this one. So this required pipeline configurations was a enforcement tool before compliance pipelines. So this was deprecated in 15.9, I believe, and we've finally removed it in 17.0. And then we're going to be deprecating compliance pipelines straight away. So, but we finally got rid of this one.
Harsimo. Audit events controller 500 error. Try to
Yeah.
launch.
So as we are going to be doing the background migration for sales change, so this will get resolved in that issue. So I just work this one.
Create consolidated instance namespace filters table and other. So the new tables for instance level destinations namespace filters is merged now. And same for the group level namespace filters for group level destinations is also merged. So now moving on to planning issue. Custom standards advanced configuration. Nate and Josefa.
Yeah, so as that database proposal that Safa just discussed, that was part of this. So we have a pretty solid idea on where we want to go now with this, and we're going to just do some validation with some users. So Ian's following up with a few of our customers to get feedback on that before we start doing the technical implementation plan. But otherwise, we're looking pretty on track for that.
Next one is on me, multiple compliance framework labels. I started working on the POC for this. The major work that I faced was an project RB, and I started making changes in it, and will soon be completing the POC. Josefa, third-party connector to Snowflake.
Yes, so the MVC is like ready. We just need to release it to the marketplace. I also shared a video yesterday. We're still in the process of releasing it to marketplace. Nate has been giving me some issues every day, and then we're fixing it. So probably I'll just sit with you, Nate, and just see how you're actually doing that, so that I could just try it out during my working hours, and there's lesser back and forth.
Yeah, do you want to just hang back after this and we can
Yes,
go through it?
sure.
Yeah. I can show the whole team actually, if anyone else wants to hang back and see it.
Yeah, probably that's a better idea.
Cool.
Sam,
Yes.
compliance pipeline.
Yeah. Short update on that. Yeah, we're still working on trying to push this out in the current release with the features behind it. will change because it's not a security policy anymore. It's going to be a execution policy. Did I get that correct, Nate, or was that switch we just had there?
Pipeline execution policies. they've
Pipeline execution policy. Okay, yeah. So that'll be a change in the back end, but it shouldn't push this too far out. Just some wording changes, maybe.
Harshima, sales 1
This
point.
is with me, and yes. So in this, I have done some initial planning in which we will be splitting our current audit events table into 4 new tables. So I would recommend everyone going through the plan actually. And yes, and we will be just setting up tables and models in this milestone, and we are on track for that.
Next one is on me. Consolidation of tables for streaming audit events. So the MR for handling HTTP destinations has been reviewed by Josefa and approved, and it is under backend maintainer review. And I'm also working on the AWS and GCP handlers. Apart from that, MR for namespace filter APIs is under review for group level destinations. Once that is done, we can move ahead with the instance level destinations API2.
This is with me. Yeah. So this is regarding the group level branch protection settings. And, all of the backend work is done and deployed. There is just one last MR remaining related to front end, and which is on track for 17.0. It's in review. And once that is merged, we will just send another MR for enabling feature flag, and then we can release this.
Name comprehensive instance level log, audit log.
Yes. Yes. We are doing, there are issues scheduled for that. That's all I've got there, sorry.
SAML SSO authentication for merge request support. Sam?
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
can hear.
Yes, the rename is still in progress. I might ask for one or two of you to help push that out this week. I'm hoping I got that done so we can hit the release scheduled window on Monday. I think it starts. Yeah.
Next one is on Ilya. Improve, manage, and compliance frameworks MVC.
Yeah, I can
anyone-
talk to those. I can talk to those last two. So the compliance framework MVC1, most of those follow-up issues are now closed. I think there's just one more that's in review, so we'll be able to remove that from the priorities next milestone. And the standards adherence report, that's around making the compliance center available at the subgroup and project level with limited abilities. So that, I believe, Ilya has got one MR out for that at the moment. That's in review.
Now to FYN questions.
Yeah, both, all from me. So go through it quickly. We're still looking for nominations for the engineering awards. I've put the form there. If you know of anyone, please add them in for the quarter. The next one was, we are looking at a virtual team day for June, maybe, for the govern sub-department to basically go through how do what we did last time, going through how the last quarter went, what's coming up the next quarter, and then just playing a few games and getting to know others within the govern sub-department. And the one that I forgot to put here and wanted to ask how everything's going was the 17.0 breaking changes. I know we've got 2 of the 4 things merged now. I just wanted to ask if there's any help or anything needed from the other 2.
Yeah. For me, it's just like I mentioned a couple minutes ago. I might need some help to push through MR reviews Thursday and Friday, probably.
And I think Elia has the other one, so I'll follow up offline since he's on PTO. Yeah. Cool, that was it from me.
I think that's it. Stopping the recording. Everyone be back to the camera. Thank you.